I'll just make a quick statement about the game. Obviously, the second half in particular, I thought we played really, really well, both sides of the ball. For us, moving the basketball, getting assisted baskets is really important for us. In the second half, we did that. I think we had 17 or 18 assists in the second half to end up with 25 on the game. Shot 70%. Because of that, these guys obviously both shot the ball incredibly well all night. Jalen, we give out a award for who makes the most hustle plays throughout the course of the night, and Jalen got that tonight as well. So, beyond just scoring the basketball, he had 5 steals and 4 defensive rebounds. So that was great to see. Gio, great to see him shoot the ball as well as he's capable of it, and just the whole team be able to get ourselves back on track here as we have 2 more home games prior to the break, and looking forward to us continuing to improve throughout the season.
Jalen, what was going on? Everything's pretty much going right for you out there tonight. Just talk about what it was like.
Tonight we played well as a team. Like Coach said, we moved the ball well, a lot better in the second half. But I think we was all clicking tonight, and when we're all clicking, it's easy for one individual to click. So I blame it on my teammates.
Coach has said every time he talks about you that he never questions your ability to score the basketball, that being a strength of yours. Just kind of talk about that maybe being your role a little bit.
Anybody can have a role of scoring, but that's not going to get you on the court. So me and Coach been talking about things bigger than scoring, like he said, defense, rebounding, just being where I'm supposed to be on the defensive end, and also moving the ball better too, trying to get more assists. So the scoring's going to come with great attitude and great effort, so I'm not worried about it.
You think that's kind of, it's early in your freshman season, obviously, but you kind of understanding those concepts, and it's coming a little more natural to you?
Yeah, for sure. With each game, I get more comfortable, especially with my teammates. They keep the faith in me, so I'm going to just keep playing hard.
Gio not been shooting threes like you normally do. How did it feel to see the ball go through the basket several times every day?
It was great, definitely. A little disappointed the way I started the season, but just keep getting my shots up, keep having confidence with each shot. My teammates trust me to take the shot. My coach trusts me. He wants me to keep shooting. So I just have to stay ready and just knock it down when I'm open.
Anything going on other than just they aren't falling early a little bit? I mean, anything you felt or anything like that?
Just maybe rushing it a little bit. I've been watching some film on my shot, my feet, maybe rushing it a little bit. But I think it all comes down to confidence and just be ready to shoot. Not thinking about, should I shoot it or should I pass it this time? If I'm open, just let it go and, trust that I'm going to make it.
How about just, playing with Jalen now and Sincere, a couple new guys, you guys trying to figure that part of it out?
Yeah. It's a process. Obviously, we have a different team from last year. We have a lot more playmakers, so I don't carry all that responsibility. And I think it helps my game because it makes it easier for me to make my decisions. And like I said, I just got to be ready to shoot when I'm open. If not, just create a play for somebody else.
7 turnovers. They only scored 3 points off of those. Just talk about when you guys don't turn the ball over, you win. Kind of talk about your guys' ability to keep a hold of it.
Well, that was the emphasis coming into the game, keeping our turnovers down. I think we had 2 in the first half, maybe 5 in the second. But that's just one of the keys for us to win during the season, just keeping our turnovers down, share the ball, defend, rebound. We do that, we're gonna have a good season.
Good.
Just one more about Coach getting his 200th win and what you guys. I heard that you got a little bath after the game.
I think they enjoyed that as well.
Yeah. Man, that was a great moment. That was a great team moment. Obviously, we're very proud of Coach for this accomplishment, and that just demonstrate what kind of coach he is. And we all understand that he's a great coach, and we just proud to play for him. And that was just a great moment for us.
Sounds good. All right. Thanks, fellas. Yeah, appreciate it. Good job, Jim.
They get you in the locker locker room?
They got me in the locker room. Yeah, that's why I got a sweatshirt on. And I got ambushed. Malik, which should not surprise me at all that it was Malik that got me. Yeah. So Malik he was ready for that one. So that's all right. Good. I'm glad he got me. No, nothing wrong with that. I'm happy for our whole team and our program. So great for them to get me like that.
Just talk about it real quick, getting 200.
You know what's funny? Afterwards, I was in the coach's locker room with Jules and Randall, and Randall made the comment, the first win, with me being the head coach, Randall was a player here, and now he's able to be back here as a coach. So, yeah, just a lot of good players, and obviously the coaches that have worked here have done a great job in bringing in good players and developing our players and helping guys get better. I've got a great group here this year that I think, we're just scratching the surface on where we can be as a group. And, there's a lot of people that helped me throughout my career here at Kent and to get to this point. So just thankful of all them. And then I also say to myself, I wish it happened 2 games ago because we're 4-2. So, you want to win every game that you play. So you're saying, dang, we could have gotten this done down in Florida 2 games ago. So, we have a lot more ahead of us this year. I'm sure, maybe when I'm done coaching, I'll think back about it. But, for tonight, happy we won tonight. I was more happy with how we played in the second half. Than that we won. I thought we played the right way in the second half. And as far as 200 wins, here at Kent, thankful for the people that have given me, and they know who they are. I'm not going to talk about every person, but a lot of people have helped me get to this point. So thankful for them, for giving us this opportunity, me and my family, this opportunity.
Turn Jalen loose for 30 minutes on a midnight game.
Yeah, well, we only had 4 guards because Malik didn't play. Sometimes people ask me, well, why do you play these games? Like, what do you get out of them? And honestly, Jalen gets his butt kicked every day in practice. He's playing against Sincere every day, who's one of the best guards, in my eyes, he's one of the best guards in the country. So every day he's practicing against him. Then you go play in these games. So, you go down. Your first game's against Xavier. He's playing against an All-American when he goes in the game. We go down to Florida. He actually really, really helped us against George Washington. But in the first game, he doesn't play well. He plays 2 minutes. I yank him because we're trying to win. And I don't have the time to let him play through some mistakes. But he needs these games. He needs these because he's a really good player. And at some point, we're going to need him to play well consistently and understand what it takes to play well. Just talking about him in particular, his approach to shoot around today. Last night, he came in and got extra shots. We watched film the night before. He was shooting when I came in the building with Coach Jules. Today, at shoot around, a completely different approach than last week when we played Oberlin, and he was awful against Oberlin. And the reason again is because of his approach and understanding, like, okay, how I prepare, impacts how I play, and those things you don't get if you don't play these games. Otherwise, he's going in and out. Either I'm saying, okay, we're going to lose a game because I'm going to just play him through all these mistakes or potentially lose a game, or I can't play him certain times. And, against James Madison, I don't remember the whole situation, but it was like, dang, man, these guys are coming at him, and we need Sincere out there every minute. He was great without his and Vaughn's and all of the guys coming off the bench. Against GW, that we would not have won that game because those guys really provided a spark. But then again, against East Tennessee State, didn't start out great, so I didn't get to play him as much as I would like to. And, we need these games, and he needs them to develop confidence and understand, how my approach impacts how I play. Not just him, because the guys coming off the bench right now, Jalen, Claron, Vaughn, Akeem, those guys are all freshmen. Jerry is not really a freshman because he's played, but by definition, he's a freshman. He's not, but by definition, he's a freshman. So, all of those guys need some positive experiences to help them as players. And with that said, there's times that I wish we didn't play this game because I feel like we need to get ready for our conference play. Well, I do know Towson on Monday, they're an elite team in terms of their physicality. Going to be as physical as any team will play all year. We need that game. Detroit has one of the best scorers in the nation next week. So we just played 3 games just like that. So we need those experiences, but some of our players, a guy like Jalen, he needs tonight, and Claron. These guys need this so that they can help us when we're playing Buffalo or Ohio or, Akron, whoever it may be in conference. So these games are valuable in that regard. And, for Jalen, it's good to see him play well when he prepared to play well. It's good to see today as I'm walking past here, I see a couple guys shooting tonight after the game. Like, that's what good teams do, and that's what players who want to be good, that's what they do. And, you have to develop that throughout the course of the year.
51% on 3-pointers.
Yeah.
You went 6 for 6.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about your guys' ability to shoot from the
Yeah.
distance.
Yeah, we have some good shooters. And again, I think when you get assisted baskets, not every one of Gio's was assisted. I think he came on the break and hit a 3 off the bounce. But the majority, I think 5 of the 6 were assisted. When you're shooting rhythm threes that are off the pass, you're going to shoot a good percentage. And I thought he did that tonight. I thought as a group, Jalen, every one of his threes, I think, was an assisted basket. I'm not 100% sure, but I think I'm 90% sure on that one. I think that's the key to being a good shooting team, is making sure you're driving and kicking or getting offensive rebounds and shooting threes off of offensive rebounds. Those are the things that are going to help you shoot a good percentage. Tonight we did that. And we do have some good shooters on the team. Like Gio, you had mentioned now, and his percentages were down from last year, but last year he shot 45% from 3, like one of the best in the conference. So it's going to come, but you also have to work. Last night he was in here shooting. So those are the things that lead towards your success on the court, and it's good to see us do that. And now we got to continue to build off this and get better as the year moves on.
Justin with the double-double,
Yeah.
especially with the rebounds. I know that was a
Big key, yeah. And again, I felt like, hey, he should have had a double-double at halftime is really how I felt like. But you know what? For him to get that again, I think these things are important because his ability to rebound the ball, especially with this team, Sincere, Jalen, Gio, those are small guards, right? Like, they just are physically small, right? Now, Sincere is a monster, and he's a great rebounder, but he's also small in height. So you need, Justin 6'11". Like, we need him to rebound. He needs to get 8, 9, 10, 12 rebounds in a game. He needs to do that. So to see him do that, he can build off of that and say, okay, you know what, against Towson, we're going to need him to get another, he had 10 defensive, we need you to get another 10 defensive rebounds. So that's important as we move forward, for sure. And he had 3 blocks, too, which, again, I thought he had been better at that throughout the preseason, flowing to the basketball, timing on blocks. So to see him get 3 tonight was good as well.
you got Odisipe in there.
Yeah, this was his first time playing. Good to see him get out there. There's a lot of work he needs to do. He missed so much time. He missed, I think it was 6-7 weeks now. I'm not exactly sure the number, but missed a lot of time. So he is really far behind. But again, to give him an opportunity to play and maybe watch some film and learn a little bit, It's hard to learn, you know, you need to play a little bit to be able to get better. Practice, obviously important too, but you need to get some game experience as well to see certain things to help you improve. So, 8 minutes in his first time out there, that's good for him. And now we can watch some film with him and help him, understand some of the things he needs to get better at.
You kind of touched upon it when we talked about Gio's 3-pointers, but point of emphasis for you guys this year has been sharing the ball. Assists.
Yeah.
Kind of talk about what you guys can do when you're able to do that.
Yeah, same thing. Again, when you play with Sin and Gio on the court a lot, and then you add Malik, who didn't play tonight, but Malik's like a combo guard. Jerry, similar combo type guard. Jalen, combo type guard. You have a lot of guys who have the ability to create shots for others. So 25 assists tonight's a really good number. And I don't know how many times we've had that many in a game, but that's really good to see. And we had in Florida, we had 16 assists against James Madison, which was our season high, 17 against George Washington, which was our season high, and then we dipped against East Tennessee State, and we had a negative assist to turnover rate. We lost that game. Against Xavier, we had a negative assist to turnover rate. We lost that game. So we need to have those type of, these type of games where the ball is really, really popping. And when we do that, we'll score a lot of points, and, we'll be successful.
What's up with Malik?
You know what? His back, something happened with his back. I think it was tight. He was a little banged up from the trip, and then he tweaked something in his back, and he wanted to play. That's the one thing. Like he really wanted to play. He doesn't like not playing games. He's really, really competitive. So, I don't anticipate this being a long-term thing. I don't. But just thought, that he needed to make sure he got himself to 100% or as close to 100% as he can going into this next stretch. Thanks, fellas. I appreciate it. Thank you.